Kicks 105.5. Joe Nichols' latest, and yeah, it is 7:49, and it's time for Good Policies, brought to you by the Barrett Insurance Agency in St. Johnsbury. I have a Barrett in the studio this morning.
Yes, you do.
Not a baritone. Well, a baritone, too, I guess.
Yes. No. I'm more of an alto, I think.
Okay. All right.
I'm not soprano, I'll tell you that.
Well, no, depending on what sports activity you've been involved in.
I've fallen a few times and have been, yes.
All
Good
right.
morning, sir.
So, this week, we are actually going to get real technical jargon.
Yes and no. Yeah, I mean, yes. I want to. Now, for those that don't know, we actually record this segment now so that we can put it onto the Barrett Insurance Google channel.
Google channel.
Not Google channel. YouTube channel. YouTube channel. Of course, we log in with Google. That's why I think of that. But so on occasion, when I dump this onto our YouTube page, I get to hear it back. And I heard something last week that I wanted to clarify. So that is what we're doing. Because nobody is perfect. I wish I was. But no. So last week I talked about misrepresentation. I talked about if you didn't disclose drivers, that it was a felony act. And I go, wow, I said felony? I didn't mean to say felony. Now, I want to do two clarifications. One, I'm gonna, after I read this, I'll give you the other one here. But this is a statement that's on an actual standardized policy application.
All right.
So it says, any person who knowingly and with intent to defraud any insurance company or another person file an application for insurance containing any material false information or conceals for the purpose of misleading information concerning any fact material thereto may be committing a crime subjecting the person to criminal and civil penalties.
All right. So
this is the great stuff that I get to read all day, Val.
Okay, so we don't know whether it's a felony or a misdemeanor, but it is fraud.
It is fraud. It is misrepresentation.
If there's a law enforcement official who would like to call us and let us know,
lawyer,
or a lawyer, what misrepresentation like that, how it's charged. But
I think
anyway,
what it does
the bottom line is you don't want to do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Now, the other clarification is this: the misrepresentation is if you're getting a new policy. So if you're a mom and dad with 4 kids and you're purchasing a new policy and you fail to disclose the kids, that really is important.
The case, yeah.
Now, remember that you are setting a contract. So even if you had that auto policy 10 years ago, you are not doing yourself a favor by not represent or disclosing that.
Absolutely.
But it's not quite as huge. So that is my big to-do. Now we're going to go ahead and ask. This is the big fun right here. So Val,
the big fun.
The big fun.
Oh, I'm ready. I have my hands in the air.
So you go on a Saturday. So this Saturday, Val is going to go buy himself a brand spanking new car.
Oh, now you threw a monkey wrench in there.
All right. So I'm open Monday through Friday, by the way.
Right.
So good luck with that. Just kidding. So you go and buy yourself a brand new car. Are you covered? On Saturday, haven't called me. I know nothing about it. You're going to roll off that driveway with a new car.
I don't know. I know that normally when I bought a new car, the finance company requires that insurance be in place to cover the car for full liability during the term of the note.
Right. Liability and physical damage coverage because you have that loan.
Right. So I don't know. Are there policies in place at the dealership that cover you until you can get covered? Tell me.
No, I want to keep you going. That's fun. So here, and this is fantastic. This is something that I want everybody to remember. I'm actually reading now when companies issue auto policies or any policy for that matter, there are specific forms, specific policies in order to meet state requirements and state laws, because every state in the union have their own insurance laws. There's an amendatory or a provision at the end of the policy, and this is specific to Vermont. Okay. Coverage for a newly acquired auto is provided as described below. I won't read the whole thing because it's really boring. But as if you are getting a new vehicle, so you don't have insurance and you're getting a new vehicle, you are not covered. Okay. If you have an insurance policy with liability only on the one car you have, and you go and get a car that needs full coverage, you've got liability, but you're not meeting the needs of the note because you don't have comprehensive and collision.
Right.
If you have any vehicle on your policy that has what I hate to call it full coverage, it's really
comprehensive,
comprehensive and collision in addition to your liability. You could have 5 cars and only have one car that has liability, comp, and collision. Your car is covered the second you roll off that lot without calling me.
Wow.
Okay. Now, here is the kicker, and this is from the state amendatory form, okay? You must ask us to insure it within 30 days of you becoming the owner.
Oh, okay. So I got to call you Monday morning or
don't ever wait 30 days.
Or the next Monday.
Right.
Or the next Monday.
You know, just as long as it's within 30 days.
Right.
So a newly acquired vehicle, if you have a policy in place with comp and collision and the liability, the coverage is automatically in place. Now, does that mean that I've listed it and have protected the interest of the lien holder yet? No. That is why you have to call me. But say if you go and get a vehicle this weekend, enjoy it. If you're one of those folks out there who has more than just liability on your policy.
Right.
If you're substituting a vehicle, technically, you don't really. I hate to say this. Don't ever do this.
All right.
In the state of Vermont, technically, you do not have to report it to us, and you're covered because you've substituted a vehicle. Don't ever do that, because you absolutely want an ID card that has your vehicle on it.
Oh, of course you do, because you get pulled over. You got to have that proof
Right.
of insurance.
Right.
So that brings me to next week's question.
Next week's question. Go for it.
You go, you get your car worked on. You got a loaner from the shop. Who covers you while you're driving the loaner? You go down to the rental shop, and you get to Enterprise, and you get a rental car.
Oh, you want to talk rental cars?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, because they charge you for insurance, but I had heard that your insurance will sometimes cover you. But we won't get into this week. I'm priming your
I'm going to
pump.
give you a real quick yes, no, yes, maybe sometimes.
Okay.
That's what we'll talk about next week.
Okay, real good. The Good Policies brought to you by the Barrett Insurance Agency in St. Johnsbury, and the phone number is
748-5224, and we're on Facebook, Barrett Insurance Agency. Did you talk about our website already?
No,
TheBarrettAgency.com.
BarrettAgency.com. And next week we're going to find out about rental cars.
Exciting stuff.
It is.
Have a good week, Val.